You can't run from trouble. All you can do is stand your ground and try and reverse things. That's what the Europeans have to do. But right now, numerically, they're in a very deep hole. The Americans doubling up on them, 8-4. If they were to win this, the visitors, boy, a black cloud would descend all over Alexandra Palace and the many European supporters within it.
The veteran Niels Feijen and the rookie Eklent Kaçi. Their performance in this 25th Mosconi Cup hasn't been as expected. But it's never too late to shine. Stand their ground, as you said, Phil. They really have to dig deep and try and turn the tide for the team and for themselves.
Race to 5, alternate breaks.
Well, Europe have won the rack. Fine, though. 3 matches, 0 wins. Kaçi, 3 matches,
Quieten down there,
0 wins.
Quieten down, please.
Beautiful break. The cut shot on the one available. A testy little shot as the 7 is blocking the route for the cue ball. With the trace of side spin, he can avoid contact with the 7.
Yeah, leave your ball down there. No.
Yeah, it's softer.
Soft?
Yeah, I think it's softer. Let's make the ball. All right.
Dangerous thing to tell your partner in doubles play. Just make the ball. Good shot. Good call. You see, Kaçi, 19 years of age, world #1, but he wanted to play double speed, go back and forth. And Niels, by experience, told him to play it softer, just float over. Tester. He'll play low left, medium hard, go towards the 8 ball. The 8 ball that's so big, doesn't want to finish behind it. And the worry of landing behind the 8 was the cause for this softish stroke.
Extension.
Extension call.
Curious to see if he rolls it with left spin or adds a bit of backspin to smother the cue ball. Just rolled it. Nice shot. They're coming out of the gates nicely. Prime position in a 3-ball end game for a break and run. Easy to say in hindsight, Phil, but this would have been a good pairing on day 1. Kaçi was paired up together with Kazabubu, the 2 rookies teaming up. Stops right in time for Kaçi to sink the 9 and score the first point.
Gibraltar next March.
Haha, don't tell him. As if there's not enough pressure out there already.
Thank you, rack 2. USA to break, trailing 1 rack to 0. Take your seats quickly, please. Nice and quiet, please.
Control of the cue ball wasn't optimal, but what he did do well was reading the rack. With a medium stroke, no more, that 3-ball flew in. The red 3-ball.
At this stage, no one's been involved less in this tournament than Deuel. He's only played a couple of matches, won one, lost one.
Yeah, yesterday he lost a singles match against Albanushan, who played a terrific set, the Austrian. Mistake here and there by Corey, but I still think he's looking good in this tournament. Good recovery there by Styer.
Oh yeah, you hit
He's
it.
kicking good.
Don't worry about that.
23-year-old Tyler Styer.
You get there, you don't. Sorry.
In the tournament, he has saved many positions off of the rail. Kaçi now attempting to get a full contact. 2 rails, sending the 2 towards the 7 and 8. That'll do. Not totally in sync yet. That high 5 didn't land.
The goal here for Europe is to get to 5, high or low.
Yeah, the 2-4 combos on. It's missable, not likely. One good shot needed to get prime position.
You can roll it in or go 2 rails.
Extension called.
His motto tattooed in his neck. Perfection.
Shot cut.
Good shot. Yes, good stuff.
Yeah, fade inside.
They so badly need a spark plug, do the Europeans. This could be it. A spark to get things going. Given their caliber, their individual accomplishments, and what they've achieved as a team over the last decade, you'd need to be a fool to write them off.
Momentum can change, and it can change hard. One rack at a time. One ball at a time, actually. So USA lost momentum when Corey Styer on the 2-ball. They're taking advantage. 2-0 lead for Feijen and Kaçi.
You guys are looking awesome. That's the way to play, everyone.
Show some heart, man. Come on.
Stay loose and you're okay.
The blue team not feeling quite so blue. The only thing we know for certain, Alex, is that with an 8-4 lead, America are going to be in front going into the final day. It's just a matter of what the score will be. If you can keep it manageable, those last night nerves can cause all kinds of implosions and mistakes. But they have to get within striking distance, the hosts.
Big fight for USA. They would like to get at least one more point out of the next 3 matches. This one and the 2 thereafter. As we said, they are renting an apartment, they're renting a house, they're cooking, they're staying together, trying to stay away from the fans and from the whole madhouse that this Mosconi Cup is. Everything has been thought out and been taken care of to maximize their potential. This is not a gimme if he even sees the top side of the 2. Wow. Seriously looking at cutting the 2-ball in. Needs a lot of speed. Go back and forth. Oh! Oh! What a shot from Niels. He hasn't been exactly flying in this tournament to then come with a shot like that.
Yeah, then I can go 2 reels. Get on there.
That's a clean strike there. Confidence booster. Yay. With too much juice on the cue ball.
Well, the doubles have been a wasteland for the Europeans so far. 5 completed doubles matches. They've won only 1 of them.
Take your time.
Extension.
Extension call.
With low left, he'll try to go back and forth. Come back to where the 4-ball is to leave a cut on the 5. A natural path now from the 5 to the 7. And there are many ways to pocket the 5, thin or thick, which will have great influence on the speed and direction of the cue ball. Where has this European team been? This is good pull. Now he can check the cue ball. Swerving into the shot or go the other way. More distance, but it would enable him to hit it with more crispness. So often these top players will choose the shot that allows them to stroke with more freedom.
You're Right, Alex, this is much more like it. Renewing hope with every pot. Just like that, swift, decisive, exactly what was needed, what was imperative. Poker Mosconi Cup, the Americans have been party poopers. The Europeans are badly in need of something positive to happen, and at the start of this match, that's what they've got, a 3-0 lead.
Now look at the rack, ladies and gentlemen.
That's enough.
A little mistake by Nigel Rees, because the rack is tilted. Makes it easier to pocket the 6. The green 6 that just flew in. So when players inspect the rack and look for gaps and all that, they will also often look at the height and if the axis of the rack is parallel to the diamonds. If it's not, it can help you to make that corner ball. Under the gun, Deuel and Styer. As they're up against a proper Terminator and Albanian assassin. Showing what they're made of. With their backs against the wall, 8-4 down. They're coming with the goods in this match. Yeah, there's a gap. There's a gap.
You're bigger than me. I like you for this one.
And if they use that gap to get to the 1 ball, they will be wanting to give speed to the 1. And they will be using the 7 to halt the cue ball.
Very close, right?
Or go for the Karen. Go for the kill.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Younger eyes.
17, brother. Good try, good try.
So it was on.
I got the hit it.
But played it with a trace of right spin, which threw the 7 off course.
Got the hit itself. I know.
Oh, good luck, Corey.
Hit it good.
Nice little tester, being 3-0 down. Cue ball almost frozen to the rail.
Settle down, please.
Corey special.
Shot.
It's not a bad shot, that. Easy save behind the 5. Or stop behind the 8. I like how he played that. Drawing the cue ball back just that 1 rotation. Takes away the left rail, the long rail on the left. A killer safety by Styer.
Last night in the second match, Feijen and Kazakis were 3-1 up on Woodward, and Shane Van Boning lost 5-3. So,
Oh, shot.
especially after that, who's discounting a comeback?
Start the
Yeah,
clock.
ball in hand. The reward for the sneaky safety that Styer produced.
You like you're on the 5?
Yeah, let's just get on the 5-7.
Yeah.
I think.
There's enough room between the 5 and the rail to cut that 5 away from the rail for sinking the 7.
That's fine.
I had one, Zach.
Not the best placement considering he had ball in hand, but he should be fine.
Maybe he just forgot about the shot clock there because the time was running low. When he heard the beeps, he put on the speed.
Ooh, talking about speed. It's better to overrun than to come too short. Quite a bit of distance.
Shot.
Oh, good shot. Good shot by Corey Deuel, who has the speed of the table down. Not today, also yesterday and on day 1. Now you need to decide here, do I spin the ball
please.
or do I play plain ball?
Want to use this?
At the age of 41, Deuel is the oldest player in the American side. Maybe that's why his younger partner had to get the rest for him. And a positional halfway house.
Yeah, moments ago I said he has the speed of the table down. The cut shot and the use of the rest got him. Now can Tyler get it?
Settle down.
Bank shot, cross side, will be a positive stroke. Will draw his rock. Good shot. Great recovery, bank. Type of bank Kazaki's missed in the previous rack after he overran the position from the 8 to the 9.
Well, the 8 ball in the end was adventurous, but it was also extremely well played.
Needs to hit it crisp. And for that reason chose to play double speed. To the rail and out. Natural path. If Niels plays plain ball,
Extension call.
cue ball will track towards the 8. Needs to hit it clean. Prefer to play with inside. The inside spin making the shot a bit harder in a way, but easier because he wouldn't ever risk to finish behind the 8. Smothering the speed of the cue ball. Using the full pocket. Got away with murder, so they say. Bit of a scare there for Kaçi.
Well, in between racks, you heard the Americans say, we have to go against the break at some point. Well, they're not going to go against the break in this rack, it would seem.
Well, Marcus Schamat, the captain, he must be happy seeing Feijen and Kaçi play so well now. It's the best sequence of shots in this match that these two players have performed in this tournament.
Yes, and just a reminder, both of them are trying to put their first point on the board. to continue on towards the victory line, they have to produce the most unlikely comeback in this year's Mosconi Cup. And the reason for that, Feijen and Kaçi lead. They're dominant at 4-1.
Running out.
Yeah, we're fighting, man.
Good shot on the one.
We fight till the end.
Please.
Playing with a very compact technique, Corey Deuel, that works well on this super slick table.
When the balls broke like that, I couldn't help but think the Americans entitled to maybe just wish, why aren't we 4-1 ahead? And this is the run out to win. But it doesn't work like that. You've just got to keep yourself tucked in there, always believing.
Yeah, well, you know, 4-1 for Europe, it helps to
It's enough.
accept what it is and that you're not favored to win. But that people cannot die. So actually, you can try and see it as a good spot to be in. Run out and give pressure back to Feijen and Kaçi. Walking back, Styer staying in the process, focusing on himself. Now, this is a bit similar to the shot that Mika Immonen had in 2006 in Rotterdam. At that moment, he failed to control position on the 9. Cost us the win, the victory.
No control issues there, though. That was a very efficient rack. So the USA at 4-2. You have to say it's unlikely, very unlikely. But if they did win this from here, that could really be the killer blow.
Yeah, they haven't done so much wrong in this match. You have the rolls and you have stellar play by Feijen and Kaçi, but in this 6 break they've done mount a bit of pressure on these two guys.
We need to get chairs that are taller so you can see the table, you know what I mean? I mean, they're so comfy. They're super comfortable, but you can't see, you know?
Yeah. Good break there. A little more top.
Yeah.
One grip, one spun back.
Yeah.
That lead to a 4-1 scoreline. Just as quickly
to break,
can be reversed.
4 racks to 2.
But they need a bit of fortune, Deuel and Styer.
Settle down then, please.
Cue ball's a bit wild. And this cuts, it still cuts to the side. And Niels, with this angle, can spin the ball enough to open that 2-6 cluster. A lot of angle, so he needs to give as much rotation as possible with as little speed as possible. Deuel. A bit unlucky.
Swipe past the ball.
It's a tricky position, Phil, to get the safety from here. On the TV table, when the object ball is close to the rail, it's difficult to judge the deflection of the cue ball coming out of that rail. It's not bad. They're not totally secure though, Feijen and Kaçi.
Pretty important.
7 balls on the table, including
Spinning around
or excluding the cue ball.
in the air these balls or jump
And
it?
6 of those 7 balls
No,
on one
go-
half of
go
the
ahead
table.
and-
Extension call.
Go ahead, like mass A around the 3, catch the
If
end
they
rail,
manage
and try
to
and
contact
bank
the
the 2 over down by the 3, down by the 6.
Between them,
You know what I mean? Maybe we can tie up a ball or something.
Many good things can happen for Corey. Whoa! Whoa!
Or you can cut it in.
As close as he could get to making it without making it.
I didn't think I'd get around it that much. Jesus. I'm trying to really dig under it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He tried to play a kick shot. Hit it from behind, but the cue
hard to
ball
judge on this
swerved
thing.
more than he expected.
Extension call.
Bent around the 3 ball.
Caught one
Cue ball
jaw,
can end up
flopped
behind the
against the
5
other and stayed above ground.
Oh.
No contact made at all. Oh dear me.
Start the clock, please.
Kind of deep.
Was very deep, that 2 ball. That's the reason he was preoccupied in not hitting
Settle down,
it
please.
too thick, the 2 ball.
Shot.
As so often, the player opting to play double speed to the rail and out. Niels is in the process of digesting that flawed curve shot. In between the 5 and 9 to the rail. To subsequently play the 5 to the side pocket as the 6. Take a good look at his cueing. There's a lot of instruction back home. Tyler Styer. Don't think he'll have trouble finding new students over the coming years. And bounce. Beautiful.
And what looked like potentially being a runaway is now very much a contest. And what is most pertinent, if this 9 ball goes in, Deuel and Styer have the break in rack 8. The white flag is remaining in the cupboard.
Breaking good.
Yeah, Europe broke well. open to 2-6. They failed to produce a shot, an attacking shot on the 2. Safety looked to be good.
My break, right?
Your break.
Then Deuel left the 2-ball hanging in the pocket where Niels failed to massay the ball enough to sink the 2. This was the shot. A contact you'd expect him to get, but it must be said, was more difficult than it looked. For 2 reasons, because the cue ball on this table deflects more, deflects a bunch, and because the 2-ball was so deep. So a little too much massé, the cue ball would have scratched.
The evening commenced with a hill-hill contest.
Trailing 3 racks to 4.
Both doing breathing exercises
Set it up
there.
then, please. Nice and quiet.
Not for all players, but for many, it's something to do in the chair to calm the nerves. Good pop. And I'm looking at the 3-6. It's makeable as a combination if Styer could manage to get the cue ball back to where it's now. It's a pretty steep cut. The 3 onto the 6. Needs to stroke positively. Don't be scared. Don't be too worried. Has to rip it. I like this. I like this, Phil. He was probably thinking, okay, I need to play a touchy shot, speed-wise, to play a difficult combination. Why not go all in? That was a strong choice of shots.
And now, Alex, apart from the pressure, no real obstacle. Look at this. Inspirational.
Yeah, no, really. And skillful. He's good. Ooh, is that enough? It's enough. It's enough now. Interesting little thing. A lot of angle on the 7. He needs that cue ball to bite. The spin must bite, must grip. On the new cloth, a pinchy hit gets the job done easier, more consistently. Now, Styer has a longer stroke.
Wanted to compose himself a little more than the 30 seconds of the shot clock allowed, so took the extension. Turned to Nigel Rees immediately he came to the table.
Yeah, good stuff. Just overcoming the side pocket on the left. Composing himself, he wants to get himself ready for the 9.
Well, that was conservative.
Well, also a sign of trust. Corey banks on Styer to make this money ball.
Quiet, please. Snap.
A fellow court tie brings about a tie in the match. 4-4. The USA were 4-1 down, but they refused to accept their fate. And now, this contest rests on a single rack-up pool.
Pretty easy shot.
I really thought you were going to go rail
I wanted
first.
to cheat it a little more, but I didn't want to get too dangerous with it. You know? It was dead straight.
Dead straight. Deuel didn't want to risk too much. Took what he had, left what was needed for Styer.
What a shot.
Sweet home Alabama rings out. Is this match going south for the Europeans?
That ended up way better.
I was so straight that punching it over was hard, and I knew we couldn't get hooked if I hit it like that.
Yeah, I know.
So,
You can't scratch, right?
right, I couldn't scratch.
Yeah.
So this bit of talk was about Steyer's smart choice to go and try and open up that 3-6. Instead of playing a touchy shot without risk for scratching, he went all in. Maybe 12 minutes ago we were talking 4-1 the score, improbable, unlikely, but they've done it. Deuel and Styer.
Thank you,
They
final
forced
rack.
the decider.
You're up to break.
Victory for Europe would be a boost. Defeat would be a
Quiet,
crippling
please.
blow.
How's the back arm now? It's strong. Spin on the ball. Great break by Niels. And that's very difficult to break so well when you're under the gun, when you're under pressure. Now I don't think Kaçi can play the 2 and draw the cue ball out without contacting the 5.
Can't get here, huh?
I don't think so. And if he would try and clip the 5, big chance to scratch.
Yeah, but you need to be here. Can't make it from here.
Or warp the cue ball with draw to get as full contact on the 5 and then draw it back. Risky.
It's going to do this. If you don't like it, don't do it.
Or top spin
Extension.
Extension call.
with enough speed and rotation
I don't think
to
I
come
can avoid
through
the
the 5 ball.
You got 30 seconds. Do what you feel, brother. Play your shot. Good hit, good hit.
He's 19 years of age. A very skillful cueist. Has the guts and the patience to lay away his king-queen hand. Didn't like the route.
You don't want me to go at the 9?
Not really. If you don't
Extension.
make it,
Extension
Only
call.
time will tell, Phil, if it was the right choice.
play the cue
Well,
ball.
that's presence of mind, very impressive. Didn't blindly attack, thought about it, played the percentages.
Well, percentages on a pool table in a rack of 9 ball. I don't know. This is just about even money for USA to come away with something here. But this time, Kaçi and Feijen have guessed right. Fist bump, nice try, but no cigar.
A gilt-edged opportunity. If they don't take this, they will be sick to their stomachs.
Well, fortunately, there's enough room between the 4 and 5 to get to the short rail and out again. But that draw shot on the 1 wasn't convincing. These two champions are playing for their first point. Apart from the opening match, they haven't contributed.
In practice, this would be second nature, a certainty. But throw into the mix pressure that certainly Kaçi has never experienced before. You never know. You never know.
It's a funny angle.
Beautiful.
Oh, played that nice. It was difficult to hold that cue ball, especially with an overload of adrenaline rushing through the back arm.
He knows for the first time tonight, a throaty European roar reverberates around Ali Pali. Kaçi and Feijen about to get off the mark. And the flame of European passion refuses to be extinguished. Make no mistake, they're still in deep trouble, but now they have hope. Realistic and genuine hope. Overall, the USA lead reduced to 8-5.